Have you ever heard a song that just lifts your spirit? That's the magic of Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein II. These two visionaries teamed up, Rodgers composing, Hammerstein writing lyrics, and together, they transformed musical theater. Before them, musicals were mostly light entertainment. Rodgers and Hammerstein made every song matter, driving the story and revealing character. They tackled big themes: prejudice, war, social change, with grace and heart. Their shows like Oklahoma, South Pacific, and The King and I became instant classics. Songs such as "Oh, What a Beautiful Morning" and "Getting to Know You" are now woven into our culture. Their influence is everywhere, setting a new standard for what musicals could achieve. They won Tonys, Oscars, even a Pulitzer. But their real legacy is the joy and connection their music brings. Their work bridges generations, uniting families and communities. Rodgers and Hammerstein didn't just entertain, they inspired. Their music is timeless, their stories universal. They are and always will be the gold standard of musical theater. Let's see how their magic changed the world. Now, let's talk about one of their most beloved creations, The Sound of Music. Premiering on Broadway in 1959, it was an instant sensation, based on the real-life Von Trapp family. Maria, a spirited young woman, brings music and joy to 7 children, and falls in love with their father, Captain Von Trapp. The original production, starring Mary Martin, ran for over 1,400 performances, and won 5 Tony Awards. The story's blend of family, courage, and hope against the backdrop of rising Nazism made it unforgettable. The 1965 film, starring Julie Andrews, brought the story to a global audience and became a cultural phenomenon. Songs like My Favorite Things, Do Re Mi, and Climb Every Mountain became beloved worldwide. The Sound of Music became a tradition for families everywhere. At its heart, it's about the healing power of music, how it unites, comforts, and gives strength in dark times. Maria's music connects the family and helps them face incredible danger. Even today, its message of hope and resilience resonates. The Sound of Music reminds us that, even in the darkest times, there can be light and joy. That's why it remains a timeless classic. Its songs and story continue to inspire new generations. The Hills are still alive with its music. In 2003, The Sound of Music was celebrated with a spectacular tribute at Carnegie Hall. This wasn't just another performance, it was a star-studded concert, broadcast nationwide, bringing the magic to a new generation. The event gathered top talent from music, TV, and film to reinterpret the classic songs. It was more than nostalgia. It was a fresh, modern celebration of Rodgers and Hammerstein's genius. The concert was also a benefit, raising funds for New York City's Fund for Public Schools, fitting for a story about nurturing young minds. Families across the country tuned in, sharing the experience from their living rooms. The tribute honored the original while reimagining it for today's audience. Each performer brought their own style, making the music feel both familiar and new. The event was a reminder of how these songs continue to unite and inspire. It was a night of generosity, community, and pure musical magic. The tribute showed that the sound of music is as relevant now as ever. It proved that great art can be both timeless and adaptable. The Hills truly came alive again that night. The 2003 tribute featured a dazzling cast. Audra McDonald brought warmth and depth to Maria, while Richard Chamberlain played a dignified Captain Von Trapp. Dame Kirite Kanawa's Climb Every Mountain was a showstopper, filling Carnegie Hall with power and grace. Broadway's brightest young talents played the Von Trapp children, their Do Re Mi bursting with joy. Laura Benanti gave My Favorite Things a fresh twist, and the real-life Von Trapp children performed, connecting past and present. Each artist honored Rodgers and Hammerstein with heartfelt performances. The grand finale saw the entire cast unite for The Sound of Music, creating an unforgettable moment of community. The tribute was a tapestry of voices and styles, celebrating the musical's enduring spirit. Every note was filled with love and respect for the original creators. The night was a true celebration of the unifying power of music. It reminded us why these songs matter. The stars aligned to honor a classic, and the audience felt the magic. It was a night to remember. The 2003 tribute did more than entertain. It honored the enduring legacy of Rodgers and Hammerstein. By reimagining their music for a new audience, the event kept their work alive and relevant. The tribute bridged generations, showing that these songs are living art, not relics. Themes of love, family, and courage were front and center, reminding us why their stories endure. The diverse cast reflected the universal appeal of their work, music that transcends boundaries and speaks to everyone. The event celebrated inclusivity and the unifying power of art. Rodgers and Hammerstein's music belongs to all of us. The tribute ensured their melodies would inspire for years to come. By bringing these songs to life on stage, the organizers passed the torch to a new generation. The Hills will continue to be alive with the sound of music. Their legacy is one of joy, hope, and humanity. This was the ultimate tribute to two men who changed the world with music. Their songs will never fade. Why does this music still matter? Because it speaks to something deep within us. Rodgers and Hammerstein's songs are filled with hope, optimism, and belief in the good in people. In a divided world, their message of unity and resilience is more important than ever. Their characters are relatable: Maria's search for belonging, the captain's journey to love, the family's courage. These are universal stories of love, loss, and growth. The melodies are unforgettable, the lyrics heartfelt and wise. Their music is timeless, never losing its power to move us. From school plays to grand concerts, their songs are sung everywhere. The 2003 tribute was just one example of their enduring influence. Their music lives on in our hearts, inspiring us to climb every mountain and follow every dream. Rodgers and Hammerstein gave us a legacy of joy and hope. Their message will never go out of style. Thank you, Rodgers and Hammerstein.